back at it again, and we have another one with Ben Shapiro. Let's dive in.
Alrighty, folks. So today we are going to rank figures on the left. You know, everybody from entertainment to politics to sports. We're going to rank them. Best person to worst person. This video is brought to you by ExpressVPN. So I'm looking through here. I have to find somebody who's an A. Like, everybody here's a D. I mean, there's so many Ds here. So, okay, I'll give Bill Maher an A. Bill Maher is a super nice guy. I really like Bill on a personal level. Also, he's honest enough to acknowledge when the left is just being crazy.
You have become the party of no common sense.
Good answer. Good answer.
Again, there's nobody on this list who I agree with ideologically, so we are relegated to people I disagree with. So Bill gets an A. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else here who I would give an A. Nope. Okay, so there are no other A's. So Bill is the only A on this list.
Wow.
So Anna Kasparian, I'm going to give a B because I know Anna. She's a nice person. She and I did a debate recently. It was very cordial. She spends a lot of time on Young Turks, kind of ripping me personally.
Ben Shapiro always provides cover for the bad guys.
I'm not aware that I've spent any time on any of my shows really talking about anything that Anna has ever said, but she gets a B in this sort of spectrum of humanity. So Joe Biden is...
Wow. And I've personally watched a couple clips of Anna's, or Anna, however you pronounce her name. I feel like she just does a whole lot of yelling and screaming. I can't say that I am a fan of that. And if you compare it to her debate with Ben, which she is referencing, and we checked out, I want to believe I dropped that video. I know I reacted to it. I can't remember if I dropped it or not. I'm pretty sure I did. But in that debate, it was pretty cordial. It was pretty respectful. She wasn't the same person, I should say, as she was or is on her show with the Young Turks. I felt like she was a totally different person on stage debating with Ben. Maybe that's why he gave her a B, because I was surprised by that. Because if you watch her show, I wouldn't say it was a B.
Is going to go... Again, there are levels here. I'm going to put Joe Biden at like a D in terms of how destructive he is. He's just so wildly destructive. Now, Joe Biden could have been a B. Right? Joe Biden could have been a moderate. He could have come into office and just been a dead person who didn't do much. And instead, he decided that he wanted to aspire to be FDR, and he has destroyed the economy, undermined our foreign policy, destroyed any possibility of social comedy in the United States, killed unity. Joe Biden is an awful president, the worst president certainly of my lifetime. It is not close. Maybe the worst president ever, given the fact that he was handed all of these great gifts when he entered office and then proceeded to destroy all of them. So a D. I feel like he should be joined there, just appropriately enough, by Barack Obama, who set the table for all of this.
Thank you for reminding me.
Now, the fact that he's much more charming as a human than Joe Biden does not alleviate the fact that he really wrecked American politics in tremendous ways. I truly believe that the 2012 election was the most important election of my lifetime. Not 2016, not 2020, 2012. And the reason was you had a president elected in 2008 with a wide variety of public support to pursue a unifying agenda. He proceeded to tack hard left and then to cobble together the intersectional coalition that divides Americans on the basis of race, sex, sexual identity. And we are still recovering from that. I'm not sure we're ever going to recover from that because, again, his whole pitch was, as the first black president, I can unify the country. And then he proceeded to completely disunify the country for his own political benefit. So Barack Obama gets a D.
Boo! You stink!
Okay, so some of the celebrities I feel like get a C, mainly because their politics suck, but they're also celebrities. So I'm going to give LeBron James a C. So LeBron seems like he does some good things, right? He founded a school over in Cleveland. That's nice. Also, LeBron James is awful on politics. The fact that people see him as an authority is beyond ridiculous. We live in a dumb culture in which everybody who is good at one thing is now considered good at all the things. But he also says some pretty terrible things from time to time. So C for LeBron James.
Oh, come on.
I think I'm probably...
The fact that he keeps throwing in these clips is hilarious. But yeah, LeBron, obviously, I think we can all agree, regardless of how you feel about what he has to say about politics and all that stuff, I think a C grade is I think where he should be. But on the court, guy's incredible. One of the best ever. And I'm happy I'm able to witness him on the court. Like I said, off the court is a little bit of a different story. So, yeah.
Going to give Beto O'Rourke a C. Not because he's any better politically than Barack Obama or Joe Biden, but just because he's less damaging. Because he's wildly incompetent and also humorous. You got Beto out there and he's like campaigning in Texas, brah. And he's like, take all the guns, brah, take them all. For similar reasons, I feel like...
Yo, Ben knew what he was doing when he zoomed in on my guy's teeth. Come on, man. That is just incredibly savage. Oh my goodness.
I have to give Jen Psaki a C. Like, she doesn't end up quite on Joe Biden's level because, after all, she's a press secretary. It's her job to fib on behalf of the president of the United States.
First of all, I think it's irresponsible to say Americans are stranded. They are not. We are committed to bringing Americans who want to come home.
And so I'm going to give Jen Psaki a C. She was at least competent at her job. Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez gets a D. She's an extraordinarily damaging public figure. She kowtows to anti-Semites. She is a radical leftist on every available issue. She's treated by the media with kid gloves because she is a Latinx female, and she's treated as sort of the...
And the last time I checked, my Latino brothers and sisters don't even like the X part. They're like, wait, what? X. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like for the Latinos that I've personally asked, they think the X is stupid. But if any Latinos are here watching this video, let me know in the comment section. Do you like Latinx? Let me know. Let me know.
Future of the Democratic Party. I think in her time, she will end up being just as damn by the media with kid gloves because she is a Latinx female, and she's treated as sort of the future of the Democratic Party. I think in her time, she will end up being just as damaging as a Barack Obama or a Joe Biden.
Thank you for reminding me.
Bernie Sanders gets a D. Bernie is an extraordinarily damaging figure. He is an idiot on everything from economics to foreign policy.
I must confess that I was dumb.
He is treated as though he is a non-damaging figure because he has spent his entire life being a buffoon. But the Democratic Party has moved so far left that buffoonery is now mainstream.
I go by they, them pronouns.
He gets a D alongside his best friend, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. Chris Cuomo. We're going to give Chris, not Andrew, a C. The reason we're going to give Chris a C is because I like that he's suing CNN, frankly. So he was coordinating with his brother. He was doing the Smothers Brothers routine on CNN.
I've always been a soft guy. I am the love gov.
He was thrown under the bus by the CNN brass, and let's be clear, they greenlit everything that he was doing. So Chris Cuomo suing CNN earns him a C rather than a D. His brother, Andrew, I'm going to have to give him a D mainly because he killed every old person in New York. When you kill all the old people in New York and then declare yourself a hero of the Republic and you make posters in homage to yourself, I feel like you get a D. Let's do Jimmy Fallon. So Jimmy Fallon, just by contrast, I'm going to give him a B because he is less ridiculous than like Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert.
Now I'm definitely depressed.
Jimmy Fallon is the least offensive of late night comedians. He will sometimes tell a joke about Joe Biden, which I guess is now the mark of bravery. Jimmy Kimmel, the woke pope of late night, who gave up all comedic possibility by becoming a political commentator and is now earning lower ratings than Greg Gutfeld on Fox.
I don't want to suggest that Kimmel's show has become boring and predictable, but last night during the taping, people in the studio audience were changing the channel.
He gets a D. Stephen Colbert also gets a D. Both of these people are political commentators masquerading as comedians.
Whiteness is a construct created by colonial powers.
They're highly irritating. They're no longer good at their jobs. What's amazing about this is they used to be funny. I remember when Jimmy Kimmel's...
You know, the thing about this stuff is this. With tanking ratings, they still haven't changed what it is they're doing and saying on their late night shows, which tells me that there's somebody behind the scenes that doesn't really care about the ratings, that's just paying them to say this stuff, which makes it even worse. They don't care about the ratings, so you don't really care about the viewership and how many people are coming in to view and how much money you're making off of that viewership. All you care about is a certain message, right? That's what that tells me. You don't care about the numbers. You haven't changed anything. You keep doing the same thing that has tanked your ratings. Ratings have gone down since you started doing this, and you continually do it still, and ratings are going lower and lower. So at a certain point, either you fire these guys, they change up what they're saying, or none of that mattered in the first place, and they're just getting paid by someone else. Y'all let me know in the comment section.
On K-Rock when I was in high school, and he was actually really funny. And Stephen Colbert, when he was on Comedy Central with Jon Stewart, before he did the Colbert Report, which was tired and got old by the end, he was funny too. And he just gave up on all of that so that he could be cherished among the glitterati. Colin Kaepernick, man, that guy's just awful. He's ungrateful and he's awful. So LeBron gets a C because it's not LeBron's fault that they've decided to make him a political figure. It is Colin Kaepernick's fault that he's a political figure who's gotten extraordinarily wealthy off of being absolutely ignorant about everything and making crap documentaries with Anna DuVernay about how he is a victim because he was in the NFL draft. He literally compared being in the NFL draft to slavery, which makes zero sense, considering the NFL draft ends with people being paid lots and lots of money to do a child sport. Klaus Schwab, that guy, yeah, he gets a D too. Anybody who seeks to reconstruct the entire world economy along the lines of their particular left-wing politics gets a D.
If you don't know who that guy is, look him up, please. The World Economic Forum makes me sick to my stomach. Literally, I mean, they talked about some wild stuff at that.
Klaus Schwab, who speaks
meeting.
like a Bond villain. We will be able to restructure the world economy in line with our most cherished hopes and dreams, says Klaus Schwab over at Davos. Like Nancy Pelosi is a D. She's awful, although she is a very devoted Catholic who loves killing babies. Nancy Pelosi, she's here to kill the babies and tell you why she loves the Pope, but also kills babies. We've got Pete Buttigieg. Pete Buttigieg used to be like a B, and he moved all the way from a B down to a D. Mainly because Pete Buttigieg used to be somebody who was quasi-moderate, right? Pete Buttigieg had this whole patina of, I'm here to have open and interesting conversations with you in new and different ways. And then he was like, also, I'm Pastor Pete, and you're doing Christianity wrong. Christianity is about gay, marriage, and abortion. And everybody's like, whoa, what now? He's like, no, you're a bad Christian if you say that gay marriage is not fully equivalent to traditional marriage. This makes you a bigot and a terrible person. You're like, well, where does that say that in the Bible? I'm waiting for a citation. And he's like, the lesser of these. And like, oh, God, really? Anthony Fauci, D. Anthony Fauci started off as like a B, just a bureaucrat, I think trying to do his job, and then he devolved into a dystopian nightmare figure. Justin Trudeau's another D.
What happened to Fauci? I haven't heard much about him recently or from him recently. But it sounds like we're about to get into an interesting person.
Hey, I mean, the guy he literally said that you do not have the right to self-defense in Canada. Also, he attempted to shut down the bank accounts of people who disagree with him on COVID vaccines. Justin Trudeau's a disaster area.
Don't be racist.
That guy is, wow. Handsome Bernie Sanders over there. Bad guy. Let's see. Whoopi Goldberg. Blah. She did say that everyone in America is racist except for, everyone is racist all over the world except for Hitler.
The Holocaust isn't about race.
Hitler not racist, according to Whoopi Goldberg. She earns herself a D as well. Gavin Newsom, I got to put him in the same category as Andrew Cuomo at the very least. I mean, he's completely helped wreck the state. Now, to be fair to Gavin Newsom, he wasn't the first one who helped wreck the state, but he's been a disaster area for my original home state of California, which is why I'm now a resident of Florida. And then for some reason, Zoe Turk. So you know what? We're gonna give.
Now I remember that encounter between Ben Shapiro and Zoe Turk. Ooh wee. Oh, a lot of y'all said y'all would have put hands on Zoe after Zoe like grabbed the back of Ben's neck and told Ben to straighten up or he was gonna leave in a stretcher. And I was like, "There's no. If we're having a discussion, you're not putting your hands on me and threatening me. You know, I'm not saying like I'm the biggest, baddest person on the planet or anything like that, but you threaten me like that, we gonna find out if I'm gonna leave in a stretcher or not. Maybe I will. Maybe you beat the brakes off of me, but we gonna find out. You know? And a lot of y'all were like, yep. This whole threatening stuff is gone to the extreme. Like, don't put your hands on folks just because we disagree and you don't like what it is that I have to say or somebody else has to say. Don't put your hands on me. Don't touch me. You know, and definitely don't threaten me while you're touching me, or we gonna have some problems. Like we gonna like that, right? That's just ridiculous. That's common sense. You putting your hands on me in a threatening manner, and you're threatening me at the same time. Yeah, that's just a recipe for us to fight. I'm sorry. That just is what it is. I feel like that's common sense, but once again, unfortunately, common sense is no longer common.
Zoe an A, and the reason we give Zoe an A is because Zoe Turk did create some of the most viral content in the history of the internet by physically threatening me in very ladylike fashion on national TV.
Yeah, that seems mildly inappropriate for a political discussion.
So there you have it. Honestly, I think this
So he was trolling when he gave Zoe an A.
Sort of reflects the movement of the Democratic Party. It used to be that there were a lot more.
Hold on, let me move my big old head out of the way so y'all can see the full list there. Let me expand that. Y'all, there you go. Now you can see the full list where everyone is without my big old noggin blocking your view of that list. So you have Biden, Obama, AOC, Bernie leading off the D category, plus a lot more, obviously. LeBron leading off the C category. Anna Kasparian leading off the B. And Bill is the only one in the A category. Zoe was a troll. Zoe probably, I'm assuming he would probably put Zoe in the D category. But yeah, so there you have it. I just wanted you guys to be able to see that without my big old head in the way. I was looking over here at my screen and I was just like, oh man, my head's blocking it. But anyway, y'all let me know what you thought about this list in the comment section below. Do you agree with it? Who would you change around? Who would you add to this list, and where would you rank them? Or do you 100% agree? Let me know in the comment section below. And like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button before you go. Oh, and if you want to help support the channel even more than you already have by watching it to this point, which I greatly appreciate. Thank you so much. PayPal link is in the description box down below if you would like to send a donation. Greatly would appreciate it. Peace and love. I'm out.